Today's flight is to fly Holly's Puppies up north to a new life. Have to give a big shout out to our major Patreon supporters who pledged more than $20 a video to help support the operation. I mean, what can you say? Look at these puppies. Oh, they were so cute. But not as cute as Play-Doh Pet Treats and Smiling Dog Coffee Company, both who help support our efforts by donating gifts that we give to the rescues and the pilots as a way to say thank you for your service. This is Mike, and Mike was our volunteer on our flight today to Georgetown, Delaware in the rain. Mike, tell us what you learned about being a volunteer on Pilot.dog and what you thought of the experience.
It's the best way to fly because you get to hold a dog in your lap. And the flight was really fun. Conversation was fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. It's the best thing to do to volunteer.
So what did you learn anything new about dealing with the rescues or the dogs themselves? Were they different than you thought a rescue dog would be?
No, they were, because I'm familiar with rescue dogs because we have one. They were as expected, but I wasn't expecting them to be as calm as they were, but they were perfect. I mean, they just slept. And what little time they wanted to be in my lap, other than that, they wanted to be with their siblings, so it was a lot of fun.
All right, and you said you would do it again?
Oh, heck yes.
Okay.
In a heartbeat.
Thanks, Mike. Gigi and Colleen were the two angels from Save a Dog a Day Rescue, and they found these puppies in a shelter down in South Carolina. Gigi, the foster mom who you just saw, went to the shelter to save a dog from being euthanized that day, and as she was leaving, she saw Holly and her 5 puppies. Holly and her puppies were to be euthanized the next day, and Gigi couldn't let that happen, so she went and took all of them home. Now, Gigi had never fostered a mother and babies before and wasn't sure she was up to it, but she said it was the best experience she could have had. Holly was an amazing mom and made things easy for her. And on the day that we flew these 4 puppies, Holly did not go with us. She wasn't ready to go to her new home yet. But Gigi had driven the dogs in her RV because she couldn't find a pilot to fly from South Carolina to Raleigh, North Carolina, where we were going to fly the dogs from. So she drove the dogs up to Raleigh herself in her RV, and she drove 5 hours in the pouring rain, spent the night in Raleigh, and was at the airport early the next morning for our flight as we loaded up the puppies to prepare to head off points north. Both Gigi and Holly were so sad to see the puppies go, and Gigi said she and Holly comforted each other for the next few days, both missing the babies.
Alright, guys, it's gonna be a little cramped, but it's only for a few minutes. Yeah.
Raleigh clearance, Compassion 431.
Compassion 5431, Raleigh clearance.
Calling in to pick up my IFR.
Compassion 5431, cleared to Georgetown via the Raleigh 7 departure as filed. Climb maintain 2000. Expect 5,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.35, squawk 4617.
All right, cleared Georgetown, Raleigh 7 departure, up to 2,000, 5,010, 132.35, 4617 in the box.
Compassion 5431, read back correct. Sierra's current, ground point 9, and when you're ready for the taxi, have a happy new year.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your help, Mike. All right, so the plan of attack here is once we taxi out and we take off, we're going to take off straight ahead, and then they're going to give us turns on course. We should get up above these clouds pretty quick. And then it'll be interesting. We'll just have to see how the turbulence is along the way.
Proceed, Foxtrot and Juliet. Foxtrot, Juliet, thank you.
Okay, in the case of emergency, that's how you would open the door by pulling that up.
Okay.
Nothing else that you really need to be worried about. if for some reason Pam and I became completely incapacitated and you're not totally freaking out.
I would.
Yeah. Here's a little card to tell you, you know, what to do.
Say my prayers and kiss my ass goodbye.
I've got the card, that's what I can say. Alright, so let's go ahead and taxi out. Rally ground, Compassion 431.
Compassion 431, rally ground.
Yeah, at the T-hangars with Sierra, ready to taxi.
Compassion 431, pull up to hold short at taxiway Juliet. Got a vehicle moving, maybe just behind him.
Alright, up and hold for Juliet, 431.
Compassion flight 431, runway 23 left, taxi via Juliet and Alpha 8. Are you ready to go now, or do you still need an engine run-up?
No, I'm ready to go now. Juliet Alpha 8, 23 left.
Thank you.
Alright, everything looks good. All my lights are on. Radio's working, course is in, clearance is obtained. Flaps down. Cow flaps open. Rim set.
Compassion flight 431, advise tell 127.45 when you're ready. Have a good day.
Alright, thank you so much. 2745. Good day.
Compassion flight 431 Raleigh Tower, turn left heading 160, runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff.
Left turn 16023 left, cleared for takeoff 431. So we're ready to go. That's the whole, what they call the hold short line.
Okay.
You can't cross without permission from the tower, and they just gave us permission. Now we're going to get out here on the runway, and we're going to go. Everything is good, all in the green. Good to go?
Good to go.
You good to go?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How about you puppies? Are you good to go?
They're all asleep.
For good flight.
Alright, here we go.
And it was raining, skies were dark. It wasn't a very nice weather day. But regardless, we had Noah, Rudy, Emma, and Lucy, the puppies, in the back. They were in a crate. It was all padded with blankets, and they had the blankets inside the crate that we actually gave the puppies to take with them on their
And
journey
we are away.
to their new homes. Pam paid extra special attention to the puppies, and in a little bit you'll see she takes the puppies out and they get a whole bunch of cuddling. Too bad the pilot can't do that. Our flight today was going to take us up to Georgetown, Delaware, where we were going to meet Tony, who would take the puppies the rest of the way north.
And we're making our turn as they asked us to.
Up to 3,000.
And we're going up to 2,000 feet, but they asked us to turn 160 degrees.
Compassion flight 431 heading 160, contact departure.
Yeah, 160 off to departure 431.
Three 5.3.
Pulling back the engine a little bit. Our rally departure, Compassion 431, climbing through 1,000 to 2,000.
Compassion 431 rally departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 5,000.
Up to 5,000, 431. Alright, how you doing, Mike?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Okay, good.
Thank God for all the instruments because you can't see.
I know. It's starting to get lighter. Now I'll just start to get the engine all set up for cruise and climb out here.
So you've already kicked it into autopilot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I did that when we started to make that left turn.
Oh, okay.
So you can see where we're flying right now. This is our intended course, and they're just turning us out away from Raleigh.
Get away from all the other traffic.
Yeah, and then they'll get us on course.
This is so cool.
Mike, let me know when you want a dog.
Oh, anytime.
Time?
I mean, who doesn't want to hold a dog in flight? Especially one of these lovely, amazing puppies.
Oh, come here, bud. Come here, Emma.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, sweet. I want you crawling back. Just want to stay in my lap. Okay. Yeah, hello.
For those pilots out there. The weather never did improve much for the first hour of our 2-hour flight. We were pretty much IMC most of the way, and the rain did let up after a bit.
Passenger 431, turn left direct Cape Charles.
Left turn, direct Cape Charles, 431, thank you. For sure, the forecast we would have broken out by now, but...
Appears to be getting lighter.
Yeah. Plus you got a puppy on your lap, so I mean, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. But just think if they gave these on passenger planes,
Oh my God.
everybody'd be happy.
Yeah.
Everybody would want to travel.
I'd pay the upcharge.
Exactly. You're so cute. What about 1.1?
5.
1.15?
Yeah, so you can do the math. You're the accountant. You do the math.
That's why they give accountants calculators, so we don't make mistakes.
Diamond 492 Del Sierra, departure radar contact, I'll maintain 4,000.
Where'd you go? There you are.
Yay! Bob for the camera. Yes. Put this on your Facebook page. Yes, we will.
How you doing back there, Pam? Oh, you got a whole bunch of puppies.
Everybody's happy back there.
Diamond 2 Del Sierra, advise when you have the weather at Johnson County and what approach are you requesting?
What do you think, Emma? What do you think? This fun? At least you don't have motion sickness.
Yeah. Thanks for mentioning that. If for some reason she ever did develop it, in that pocket there's a purple bag.
Okay. Clamp over mouth and hold on tight.
Yep.
No, we're not going to mess up today. No, we are not. Girl, you got some big paws.
Yeah, she's gonna be huge. Hey Pam, how big was her mom?
Didn't seem that big.
Mama was, well, she was a little bigger than Dude.
Oh, okay.
I got all 3 out now. They were lonesome. You want to switch one? Come here.
Come here, baby. Come on.
Here. You want here? Hold on. Come here. You want to come back, babe? Come here. Come here, Emma.
There you go.
Okay, let's see. Here. You want to take Noah?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have. Yeah. Okay. Let me get Noah for you. There's Noah.
Oh, come here, you big.
There we go. Okay, baby. Poor Rudy's looking at me like, hey, I thought it was just you and me.
He said he was the lover of the 4.
Yeah, but yeah. Who, Noah?
Yeah. And Emma's the troublemaker.
Emma.
What are you doing?
What's wrong, Rudy? You all right, babe?
Raleigh departure, compassion 431.
Oh.
Compassion 431.
Since I've got time to kill up here, can you give me what the next frequency will be?
Compassion flight 431, you can contact Washington Center now on 132.02, 3202.
3202 431, thank you.
So that's what that was, the frequency of the radio that you needed to be on?
Yeah. At Washington Center, Compassion 431, 5.0.
Compassion Flight 431, Washington, thanks.
At Washington Center, Compassion 431. Do you have time for PIREP?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we're cruising up here in the lovely 5,000 feet in IMC. There's light rain, light to no chop. Outside air temperature is 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, great. And in about 10 miles, you should be able to spy the rain. And there's only a little bit more rain about 30 miles out ahead of you. But if you go direct to Cape Charles, you should be clear of it.
All right, thanks so much. Look forward to it, 431.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Look back now.
I wish I could take my seatbelt off, but I'm not confident about this weather.
No, I wouldn't.
Forgot to bring some human snacks.
I did.
Oh. That's okay. I have some human water.
And Compassion Flight 431, what was the temperature?
Temperature is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Can't convert that in my head.
Okay, thanks.
Oh wait, here you go. 14 Celsius.
Okay, thank you, appreciate that.
So PIREP is a pilot report, and it just lets other pilots know when they're what the weather conditions are like up here.
Yeah, what they're flying into?
Yeah. It's just a courtesy, you know.
If you're one of our Patreon supporters, right now you're watching a huge section of additional video and bonus material. Become a Patreon supporter today. And after about 2 hours, we were ready to make it into Georgetown, Delaware. As you can see, the weather did improve as we got closer.
And then Zarby they're going to bring us down to 2,000 feet at some point here. And then once we get to that second intersection, which is called Sabre, then we begin our descent down into the airport. So when we turn at Zarby, which is coming up, we will then be lined directly with the airport. That's Salisbury, Maryland on our left.
All right,
Yeah, so we have another
on radar, we'll be looking for him.
aircraft right there.
Oh, okay.
Passion 431, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles.
What's their altitude?
4,400, restricted above you at 3,500, stationary.
Yeah, we got him on the screen. We'll be looking 431. So right now he's right out that way someplace. 1,000 feet above us.
Passion 431, contact Dover approach 132.42, good day.
3242, good day, 431. Dover approach, Compassion 431, 3000 inbound Georgetown with the weather.
Compassion 431, Dover approach, altimeter 3009er. Understand RNAV 4, Georgetown.
RNAV 4 Georgetown just passed over his RV.
Compassion 431, you can cross RV at 2000, cleared RNAV 4, Georgetown Airport. Correction, Delaware Coastal Airport.
Delaware Coastal down to 2000, 431. There's the runway, right straight ahead.
Okay.
At Georgetown traffic, Compassion 431. We are 6 miles to the south, inbound landing, RNAV, runway 4. Straight in. Full stop, Delaware Coastal. So those lights out there tell me
some traffic, helicopter
where I am on my glide path.
Taxiway for Delta Taxiway taking off runway 4 direction, and we'll stay just to the north of runway 4.
Yeah, Delaware Coastal, Compassion 431, inbound 5 miles straight in, runway 4, full stop, Delaware Coastal. So it's telling me, this green dot is telling me where I am on the center line.
Okay.
Here.
After a lot of time with the puppies and taking the best care of possible of them, our time with the puppies was almost over.
Once you've flown the plane and you're familiar with the instrument approaches and everything, then you know exactly what your power settings should be for the descent that you want. It becomes almost automatic. So what I'm looking for optimally would be 2 white lights, 2 red lights, which I've got right now. We got a 20-knot wind coming this way, so we're kind of crabbing a little bit.
Yeah.
At Delaware Coastal, Compassion 431, 2 miles out, straight in, runway 4, Delaware Coastal.
Happy New Year, guys.
And there's the runway, right straight ahead.
Delaware Airport traffic. We're 227 on 45, turning left down 127 Delaware.
Soon we'll be landing, and they have a great restaurant there at that airport in Georgetown, Delaware.
At Delaware Coastal, Compassion 431, short final, runway 4, Delaware Coastal, full stop.
Delaware Coastal, medevac helicopter 601 Mike Tango, we're clear to the east. Okay.
As I mentioned before, we were going to meet Tony here at the airport, and Tony was going to fly the dogs further north, and it was such a pleasure to meet him.
All right, now we compensate for the wind. So we're kind of flying a little bit like in an angle.
When we met Tony, we gave him a bunch of goodies, just like we had Gigi from Play-Doh Pet Treats and Smiling Dog Coffee, just to say thank you.
Last notch flaps.
Delaware Airport traffic. We're 227 left station.
And the pups didn't seem to mind the landing at all. Here we go.
And we've arrived.
So cool. Nice soft landing too.
Yeah, thanks.
Very good at landing.
Yeah.
He's an excellent pilot.
Oh yeah.
And Delaware Coastal, Compassion 431. We're on runway 4 still, just trying to find ourselves a taxiway to get on. Delaware Coastal.
We're Georgetown.
And we got off the runway. Dan was giving the puppies kisses while we were taxiing up to Tony's plane. We pulled in right beside him. He was already there waiting for us.
I can't wait for lunch. They have a good restaurant here.
Since we did the flight, we've had a chance to catch up with puppies, and soon, if you visit our website, Pilot.dog, you'll see a new post, Where Are They Now?, with an update how the pups are doing and what life is like since the day of the flight. Tony and his Cirrus. Hey, Tony. Then it was time to say goodbye. Transfer the dogs over to the next plane. Mike was a great asset. Pam was close to 2 months.
I love you, Lucy. Be a good girl. Yep.
Okay, who's next?
Em.
Come here, Emma.
Bye-bye, Em. I love you, baby
Oh,
girl.
you sweet little thing.
Go on, Em. You be good girl. Look at she's done. She's like, I'm not coming out.
I don't want to go.
Nope. Be good now. I want you guys. I'm gonna send a blanket home with you guys. Yes, I am. I'm going to send a blanket home with you. Yes, I am. Where you going? You crazy pup. I think this one wants to go.
You want to go with your buddies? Huh?
Bye, Rude.
Come here, buddy.
Love you, bud. Oh.
Come here.
Oops. There you go. Got him. You guys stay with me.
And then it was time to hand over the dogs, pass over the paperwork, hand over the treats and the special gifts, and help Tony load up the 4 pups in his plane, while at the same time wishing we had more time with them. We awarded all the puppies their wings, and they now have their Pilot.dog collar tags.
Big one. All right, well, this is Rudy. Rudy, we'll play the other one. There you go. He's a big honking boy. Bye, Mr. Steve.
Bye, Rudy. Bye, guys. I'm sure gonna miss you. Bye, Tony. Thank you so much for helping out. Then after lunch, it was time to face the weather again. It was gonna get nasty on the way home. And sure enough, back into the rain, and away we go. It was a great flight. You know, these sorts of flights, even though the weather was nasty, Mike was an amazing volunteer. And if you want to volunteer, you can go to Pilot.dog and sign up to be a volunteer. And he got a chance to fly with the dogs, help us out. He was a big help that day.
Tower Sierra 653, did you still want us on the 150 knots?
There it is.
5 mile final.
Boom!
Stingray 650.
Kind of amazing when you pop out of the clouds, right? There it is.
So lights will change. Because it was 1 yellow and 2 red. When you're lined up perfectly, it'll go to
2 white, 2 red.
2 white, 2 red, yeah. This is
Will we get to go over the bridge?
No.
No? Bummer.
Saving dogs is teamwork. There's no better word. From the rescues on one end, to the fosters, to the volunteer drivers, to the volunteer pilots, and the rescues and fosters, and most especially the adopters on the other end. We all work together. We don't know each other, but we do what we can, and we try to do the best that we can each time so that we can save the life of yet another dog or puppy. You can be a part of our dog rescue team. Just visit us at Pilot.dog and become a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month. You can set a cap on how much you want to give each month. It doesn't matter. Any amount helps. Please help us save dogs.